Hello, in today's class, we are going to discuss about Industrial Revolution in Britain. Prior to this and parallelly, we had already studied about American Revolution, right? The cause was the economic discomfort amongst the colonists in North American states. Second one was French Revolution. The cause was social inequality. The major cause, right, was social inequality prevalent in the three estates of the government. Today, this topic over here, which says Industrial Revolution, we see that by 18th century in Britain, there will be a shift of economy from a rural handicraft base to a economy now which is based on the industries, right? Over here we will see that in this industries, mass production along with usage of technology along with mechanizations, that is usage of lots of machines, has been observed, right? So it is a shift from a rural agrarian or artistic handicraft economy to a economy based on industry. Okay, now what is clear? What of industrial revolution? What is the meaning of industrial revolution? I hope this part is clear, right? Now second question which we will discuss here, that how Britain was able to sustain, right? First question is what? Second question is how. How Britain was able to sustain this industrial revolution, or what were the factors which led to the cause of this industrial revolution. Although in class we'll do in a lot of detail, I just want to give you a brief whole of the whole picture. So what happened during this time, we saw that expansion of the colonies had already been taking place across the world, right? Because again, it was the age of enlightenment, right? And with this expansion of colonies, and specifically we have seen the French Anglo War, right? What was happening? From these colonies, basically, Britain was getting the raw material, right? Suppose if it had to make any kind of cotton cloth, cotton bed sheets or cotton t-shirts, it was getting raw cotton from his colonies, either in Africa or mostly in India, right? And then it took the raw material to its nation, home nation, where this raw material was used and mass production was happening. And then this large quantity or large production was again sold back to the colonies, right, with a lot of high tax. So this is how Britain was able to sustain its industrial revolution, right? Another very important thing, I will take you to Indian history, because you have to note down over here what happened after 1750 in India. Two major battles were fought and won by the Britishers in India. The first one over here was your Battle of Plassey, right? And it was in 1757. The second battle over here was Buxar, and this was in 1764. Right, now what happens? With coming of Battle of Buxar, automatically Europeans, they get both the Nizami and the Diwani right. Here they got a lot of trading rights, right? And after this, they got a lot of participation into the politico administration of India. Now understand, if a imperialist nation is coming and controlling your political and administrative rule in the colonist nation, what it is going to do, whatever policies it frames will be in favor of Britain, right? So specifically after 1750, Britain was lot benefited by its imperialism in India, and the raw material it took from India, with that it sustained its industrial base. Is it clear? So let's proceed with the class. This was a brief history. Let's see various causes, consequences, and UPSC has asked a question on the comparison of living conditions in 2015 means of the people during the time of Industrial Revolution with context of India. So now see here. What does it mean? Industrial Revolution. It is a low cost production of goods, okay, on a massive scale, right? And this was possible due to the usage of machinery. We'll see what kind of machinery. For example, you can note down one here, spinning wheel, also known as Jenny machine, okay, and usage of new technologies in England between 1760 and 1820. Now, it transformed the rural agrarian society into industrialized one through the mechanization. Okay, understand one thing. One major condition or one major cause prior to Industrial Revolution, which led to it majorly, was agricultural. Okay, agricultural revolution in Britain. Now understand, although I'll explain you in detail also, just understand a brief over here. Initially, any kind of activity, farm activity also, right, which was done with manual labor, over here what happened, that lots of machines were used. First of all, mechanization. Second thing we see here, that Enclosure Act was passed, right? Small lands, right, over here, small lands which were initially with the farmers, they were combined together, and enclosure of huge lands were made. Enclosure of huge lands were made, okay, and this led to better usage of machine, or the, you can say, tractors, such kind of machines in the huge farms. This was one of the major push from the rural side. Okay, more production is happening. If there is more production in the economy, it's going to sustain more masses who are already living in the urban areas. Those people who are living in the urban areas, they are already using new technology and machine, right? This will lead to automatically rise of the economy. Now, apart from this, we also see that new energy sources such as steam power and a rise of factories had been seen. This term, it was first used by George Michelet in France and Friedrich Engels in Germany. Although this is not required